Alright guys, let's do the introductions. Hello everyone, this is Scrub Phoenix, joined today by Clerical Error and... Do I call you Jack Nicholson or do I call you just Victor?
Victor Bradley would be nice.
Victor Bradley, aka Jack Nicholson on in his IGN. So guys, I'm going to hand it to these guys. This is NT eSports semi-finals, League of Legends, 4th place decider. Wow, that was a mouthful. Anyway guys, handing over to you guys and I will jump out of this chat and GG, good luck, have fun.
Thank you very much, Scrub Phoenix. Yes, welcome everybody to the second semi-final. Actually, originally meant to be the first semi-final, but due to our scheduling changes and players availability, we've decided to put this one in here. We've got Choklat Thunda on the blue side, bot lane OP on the red side. Just waiting for someone to hit the start button, and we'll be in there. I don't think. There we go. All right, now we're into champion select here, and of course I am joined by my good friend here, Victor Bradley.
It's very good to be here. Thank you everybody very much for inviting me. Not to the fucking first place, like I don't know if there's, I don't know. I was gonna call it like the actual final game. You think you're gonna bring me on for the fourth? You know, like deciding game, the 4th place. I don't know why you're bringing me for this one. This seems like one of the low end.
This one is live stream. This is the live streamed one, which was the one that you can be here for.
Well, I should have been on the top dog one. This is just not fair. This is just some kind of.
If you perform extremely well today, you can talk to Scrub Phoenix about maybe getting a flight up for the live event for the grand final. Now, this will be. The winner of this match will be the one going into the semi-final match versus Destiny. So this is 4th place Choklat Thunda versus 5th place bot lane OP, and we'll be. This is a very important match because, as I stated at the very start of the season, we can't afford to have any question about who's going to be proceeding and everything like that. So, if there was going to be a 3-way tie, we had rules for that. If there was a 2-person tie, 2-team tie, we had rules for that. And if the 4th place was a fairly clear decider, then it wasn't going to be an issue regardless. But we did have that tie for 4th place. Choklat Thunda, bot lane OP, both had very good seasons, and yeah, this could very much be the true underdog tale if we have bot lane OP come from out of nowhere and not only win here today, but beat Destiny. They could be going to the grand final from the 5th place league position. So very exciting potential to happen here. Now, we've got a few bands that are actually a little uncharacteristic of the NT eSports seasons that we've seen, mainly because there have been so many patches and so many changes to the games. We've got Yasuo is about the... Yasuo and Annie, probably the only consistent ones. Graves, Mundo, Jax, and Darius, we saw very few bans for those in the previous seasons, but this is a whole new arena. Looks like we have our first pick, and that is a Poppy.
Oh boy, if Mr. Pixie was here, he would be very excited to sit there and scream while Poppy's charging up her ultimate. Bada 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 bada, swing, boom, home run! That is his favorite. So I'm not gonna honor Pixie by saying bada 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 swing. I'm gonna honor myself by saying, and Poppy used their ultimate. Woo!
Bada 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 swing. Being said twice there, despite the fact that you were not going to say it. So, interesting choice there. Tom Kench and Vi. Now, I know you have very strong feelings about Vi. What's your opinion on Tom Kench?
I have very strong feelings about Tom Kench. He's a funny mother trucker out to ruin your games, and he's always a good just because he is just insanely difficult to deal with. On the flip side, they picked up Sejuani, someone I've not seen in a long time, and Lux, someone who doesn't really get seen much at all, if you ask me.
It's funny you should mention that Lux doesn't get seen much at all, because that was exactly what we said in the semi-finals that happened at the Casuarina Library not too long ago, because Lux was picked up there. So maybe it's an NT eSports meta thing, or maybe it's a solo queue thing that's starting to arise in this level. So, Diana picked up. We actually saw Diana picked into Lux then as well. So they're obviously favoring the Diana over the Lux. I suppose Diana does have that very hard, high damage engage that can pick off a Lux who's channeling her ultimate or generally just not in the correct position. Vayne being picked up here. Now, Vayne and Tahm Kench, like, Vayne is going to be able to play very, very aggressively when she feels she has the advantage, and if a counter gank or enemy lane opponents or whatever show up, then Tahm Kench will be able to get her back to safety. So that's going to be very, very powerful combo if the circumstances play out that way. Now, Miss Fortune, she's been considered very strong. There's been a couple of patches and stuff, so she's still trying to find her spot in the meta. And Leona, which is interesting. I'm not sure. We've got a lot of all in here. We've got Poppy, who's
on both
definitely
sides.
Yeah, we've got Poppy, who's going to be going incredibly aggressively, utilizing that diplomatic immunity to the best of her efforts. Which can always be started off with a Lux Binding, Sejuani ultimate, and a good play Sejuani ultimate in combination with the Misfortune ult is going to be fantastic. Not sure how Leona fits into this, maybe just following up on that initial pick-off, or maybe just another opportunity for that channel. And the last pick up here was Alistar, so we're going to have the Tahm Kench in the top lane, and Alistar as the support.
Yes, that'll be the way to do it. I guess Leona's really just going to be just a body in the pack, you know. She's going to get in there and she's going to pick a target and just be really annoying and try and keep that one particular target sitting in the middle of Misfortune's ultimate. It'd also be pretty good follow-up, you know, locking up a Solar Flare in behind, what is it, the Flail of Northern Winds or whatever Sejuani's ultimate's called. You know, she throws it in there, locks them all up, and then good follow-up with the Solar Flare, and then she dives in. You know, be a really good combo into that bullet time, I think.
Yeah. No, I quite like the Alistar pickup here, especially with the Leona, because Leona only has one option. It's you hit that Zenith Blade and you're in for the fight. And as we know, Alistar is absolutely fantastic at shutting down those sort of engages before they really happen. So a Zenith Blade comes in, he can pulverize, headbutt that Leona into a very precarious situation, and Misfortune's going to have to work very hard to try and get into a position to follow up on that sort of counter maneuver, while Vayne is just going to be absolutely tearing Leona apart if that initiation is not pulled off perfectly. So some very exciting bot lane opportunities here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good headbutt into a nice knockback by Vayne, straight into a wall, not really going anywhere.
That's it. And bot lane OP have named their team quite appropriately, because we do see very strong players coming out of both members of the bot lane, and their teamwork is very, very good. So looking forward to that. Now we are on a 1 minute delay, which doesn't affect us as much now. This is probably the least impact of the delay we'll have, because normally we have the live events. So it's not actually going to be affecting anybody. Yeah. Which is great for me. I mean, normally when we've got the live event, there's a special kind of moment where we're watching one thing and all of a sudden you hear the 5 players of one team just screaming, just with riled enthusiasm and excitement, and we're like, well, what happens? Okay, in 3 minutes time, we're going to see something pretty awesome. So, but we're not going to have that here. That is one of the disadvantages of the online play in comparison to the live events. So if you are looking to join us at one of our live events, absolutely, just jump on the Facebook page, and we'll probably have our latest news about when our next upcoming event is going to be. We've got the actual semi-final that this will be going into. That will be next week, and we'll have that'll be on a Saturday, on the 30th, and then we'll actually have the grand final on the 5th. But the details of that are still being ironed out. So, all right, looks like I'm getting onto the loading screen now. I'm not in control of the spectator computer. That's all been handled by our fearless leader, Scrub Phoenix. So what I see on my screen might not appear on the live stream. So if what Vic and I are saying doesn't quite match up, then that's what that's about. But we've got a few skins popping up here. Actually, not a great deal. We've only got four skins in total. That's Battle Regalia Poppy and Star Guardian Lux, which I think is a fantastic skin. Star Guardian Lux. And Dragon
Yeah, you
Slayer
got
Vayne.
No, you
Sorry?
do have Captain Fortune. That is a skin. Captain Fortune is a skin.
Oh, so it is. So it is.
I'm a big fan of that skin. And the reverse side, they've only got Unchained Alistair and Dragon Slayer Vayne. And checking the masteries, looks like what are the Chocolatas? There they are.
Choklat Thunda.
The Chocolata Thunders. Looks like they've got the mastery advantage and the skin advantage this game. So I'm not looking forward to seeing this one. It's so gonna be one-sided now. We got that skin advantage. Outnumbered 3-2.
Alright, now I'm not sure about the stream, but on my screen we are onto the Rift. We've got Choklat Thunda here on the blue side and bot lane OP on the red side. Red side making a very aggressive dash directly down to the bot lane side of the jungle with Tahm Kench moving in the top area. Just kind of trying to get a little bit of a forward scout there. Double wards going into that brush around the Baron pit. Looks like they're putting up a little bit of a defense there, but Vi not joining the party. Vi's too good for that. She's just gonna flash a little taunt up there, make sure everyone knows how good she is, and looks like they're just going for a 5-point defense on Choklat Thunda team, and Lux is having some fun with her back animations there. So I do like that skin. I bought that skin ages ago. I just haven't actually played Lux since that original purchase. So we'll I'll have to jump into. Hopefully, I'll get her in an ARAM sometime soon.
Well, maybe you should play more ARAMs, my friend. So
That's it.
A minute 25 in, 10 more seconds or 15 more seconds. We'll be ready to get this party started. Of course, everything's spawning earlier these days. That's how it is. Everyone's setting up. Standing starts, everyone's going for the Gromp first. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Rift. Game 1 is underway. Who's ready for some serious games?
I'm ready for some serious games. Absolutely.
I'm always ready for some serious games.
I'm not entirely sure that's true, actually. I know you're always ready for some games. How serious is up for debate.
Okay, so Leona and Miss Fortune, of course, they started the Krugs because that was available. So now they've got that. They may have this very slight XP advantage in their favor in this bot lane. So they'll be able to.
Yeah, no, continue.
They'll be able to hit that. Be able to hit that level 2 first. That's what Leona wants. She wants that level 2, which she is at it, so she can start the engage whenever she wants. Alistair does not have headbutt available, so that advantage we were talking about before isn't quite there yet. But of course now they are level 2, so a little bit of a wasted opportunity if you ask me. Here we go. There's the headbutt, knockback into the Vayne. Zenith Blade back to the Alistar. Nice little turnaround there.
And that's kind of the opposite of what we were discussing earlier with Alistair waiting for that Zenith Blade hit before he did the headbutt pulverize, but he just kind of walked up to Leona in that engage, edge, and did the headbutt pulverize, and Leona was able to Zenith Blade to safety, and they actually came out, I want to say, slightly behind in the trade, just because of Alistair's healing factor, but still, that's just a little bit of, they were taking the initiative when probably they should.
Definitely.
It was a good trade with them.
Okay. Sejuani's been spotted out by that nice little ward into the Tri-Brush, so no ganks will be happening. And she moves on to take her rights.
Yeah, Vi's chucked down a very defensive ward there. She wants to make sure this first clear is not going to get stopped anywhere there. If anyone comes in, Diana's obviously ready to come help out. Tahm Kench has got a wave pushed. He's going to use this time to recall. He does have his teleport up, so he can get back to lane if the counter push is hard, but he might be able to walk back at this rate. So
I would not be too worried about a level 4 Poppy's pushing back into him. Especially because Dark Knight, of course, he's just gonna last hit here. He's not gonna fast push or anything like that from the looks of things. He likes the wave where it is, I think.
yeah, quite possibly. And Tahm Kench is just damn near unkillable. Oh, look, there's a big zero from Vayne.
Sejuani's gonna come in,
Flash
knock into the wall, pick up on the Vayne, a little bit more damage will be here. Red buff and the unnecessary flash. That is gonna drop Vayne. Alistair gonna need to flash away to safety. Wow, both summoners down for the Vayne. Alistair still has exhaust available.
Yeah, it's interesting that he didn't use exhaust in that. They got the flash, they got the heal. Vayne really wanted to live, but Tails just wasn't there to stop that incoming onslaught of damage, and it was quite a commit. Like, they were over pushed without the ward coverage. And quite a lot of
play in, the headbutt goes up, so there is no stun coming through, and he's just gonna walk away.
Yeah. And that really had to do with Vi's jungle pathing and the fact that Vi obviously wanted to get as much experience as early as possible. Whereas normally you'll see Vi put on a bit more pressure in the early stages, trying to.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Smash it through. Boom! All the way through. She's a little bit more hungry. She's got red buff. Ooh, doesn't get that third proc off of detonating blows.
That was fantastic timing from Vi. A bit of a dangerous play, but considering the perfect timing, the interruption that he got on the Leona, as we said before, Leona has no way out. Both of her summoners are down, able to pick up that kill quite easily, and because they were so far separated, there was no real risk of Vi dying there. So it worked out fine. They didn't have the vision to really know that for sure. Oh, my game's getting a little bit buggy. I think I might be having some internet issues. Sorry about that.
Okay.
You can hear me fine? I'm not,
I can hear you fine, do not worry. Nice kind of game just here. Everyone's just sort of chilling out, getting their farm game on.
Look at Catnap's mana. Like Lux has almost nothing. Got her ultimate available, but I don't think she'll have enough to cast that.
Yeah.
So
And here we go,
really...
the shield comes through. Ooh, I thought Diana was going to go for something there, but she did miss the Crescent Strike, so she will not go for the double dash Lunar Rush.
Yeah, no. Looks like Catnap's a little bit dangerous. Oh, and using the very little mana that Catnap had on this Lux to throw out.
Oh, and there's the
dash
dash
coming out. Oh, I really expected Dynamics to just burn the Ignite and double use the ultimate and get a kill, maybe tanking a turret shot. Maybe the lack of vision for that Sejuani was afraid of a counter gank, but really had the potential to kill there. The burst coming out of Diana there was just insane.
Yeah, I was expecting a little bit more. Look at this top lane. Poppy is actually comically remembered as quite a horrendous early game champion. Now with the rework, he's able to bully one of the biggest bullies I've ever come across, Tom Kent. It's just so goddamn unfair to play against.
Yeah,
Poppy's winning all these trades.
Yeah. Tom Kench is still well ahead in farm.
Yeah, 13 CS ahead.
Yeah, so all of that bullying from Poppy not really turning into results. Tom Kench really... it might take a little bit of damage in his tower here, but if he does recall, he does have the teleport, so not going to lose a lot there.
And look at this movement here by the mid laner and Vi. They're going to go through and steal the blue away from Sejuani.
Very nice maneuvers.
But Sejuani is going to respond by taking their blue away. And now they're moving towards top lane. There are no wards in the area. Bomb break is going to be charged up in a second. Here we go. Bam! Knocks her away. And she knocked everyone in the air with a quick keeper's verdict. And that will get Poppy away to safety.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that they all grouped up for that three-man knockup. You would expect a little bit of positional tactics there coming out, considering how much they put into it. But they did still come out ahead. They got a flash. They got the pressure off Tom Kench, so we won't need to blow the teleport to get back to lane after this recall. So they got a lot out of that, but just due to their positioning, they didn't get as much as they wanted.
So played on the Alistair, and then the board time is going to absolutely chunk him. Solar Flame whips the Doray. She will get the Shield of Daybreak through him. Everyone is very low, but they're not actually going to get them. The heal will just get them off to safety. That movement speed. Vi is in the area, but she's only taking Thromp buff right now. And bot lane's going to back off.
Yeah, that huge amounts of damage and pressure forcing Alistair back to town. Vayne dangerously deciding to stay, only with Brawler's gloves on her and an attack speed dagger. She's not going to be doing much with that. Huge amount of pressure from this wave. It's going to put a lot of pressure in the Dragon area. They've got vision control here. Choklat Thunda have got wards in all of the different places Vi is most likely to come from. and Lux is commanding the river there, so she's just covered up with wards. They're definitely looking to make a play on Dragon very shortly. So they might just be waiting for Miss Fortune's ultimate to come back off cooldown. Who knows what they're planning, but they've definitely got all the vision that they could possibly want in the area.
It won't be a long wait for that bullet time, only 40 seconds left. She is very low on mana, however, Miss Fortune. Always been quite a mana-hungry champion, but looks like they're going to back off and actually go back to town here. So, going to lose a lot of dragon pressure with this back.
Well, BF Sword picked up by Miss Fortune there. That's going to be scary considering how she just completely obliterated both members of the enemy team without that. So, and again, Vayne does not have the items that she needs to really contribute. She's got 4,500 gold. Oh, a lot of damage being taken out there. And the Lux ultimate comes down onto Integra.
Not going to be enough, though.
No, it looks like they're just both going to walk away from each other. Lux has to be feeling very happy with the way that turned out. Diana not quite able to land all of her abilities the way she wanted. She still does have the ignite up, so the kill pressure is still there. Vi does not seem to have the pressure that she really should.
Prison narrowly misses Integra just there. Oh, just barely going to get out of that one.
Yeah, bot lane OP. Playing very aggressively while not having the backup that they require. Looks like Sejuani's hunting for blood, but Vi's too busy farming to be there. So, Vi has been farming quite a lot and not really putting any pressure on the lane. With the exception of that top lane damage, which almost and could have very well been a kill. Oh, here we go. Looks like Vi's making a move onto Lux, but she's out of position.
Oh, Diana, he charge. Alistair not going to get the airborne headbutt.
No, I think they really needed to wait for the minion wave to be in a better position, for Lux to be slightly more vulnerable, because Diana went aggressive just a little too early. We didn't have Vi quite in the right position. Yeah, they're stacked up mechanically in the wrong order.
Unbreakable Will was available for Alistair. He did have level 6, as well as Vi's Assault Battery. They could have pushed the wave under the tower and a flank from Alistair as well as the other two just diving straight from the front, make Alistair tank with his ultimate, and you could have had some really impressive results there, but a little bit premature on the gank. They're not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah, well, there's a Goldring going over the Choklat Thunda at the moment. Bot lane OP, ironically, not ironically, amusingly, their bot lane is the only lane that's behind the farm. Tom Kench is about 20 up, or 23, and Diana's been ahead of Lux quite comfortably the entire game. Lux just getting a little bit more wave clear now and starting to catch up. This Alistair is taking so much damage. Oh, looks like Vi's been spotted by this ward. She's going to walk over the pink, but she's in a vulnerable spot. She's sticking around to clear. This is extremely dangerous.
I don't think they're gonna get anything out of it though. The pink ward will remain, and Diana come to match up with Vi.
Yeah, it looks like Diana's
Sejuani
might down. Yeah, it looks like they were gonna have a little bit of a scuffle, but deciding it was something safer to walk back with a lack of vision coming in from bot lane OP on the red side. They weren't really able to make an informed decision about that. Oh!
Bullet time on top of the Vayne will finish it off, and that is a kill going to Hans. Miss Fortune picking up another one. Bites the dust.
Indeed. That's that BF sword. Chewing through the life bars.
Oh, and up the top lane, big fight going on here. Poppy thinks she's got what it takes, but that grey health is absolutely massive. And that is not a fight you want to take. Look at that, he's going to go in again. He's undressed with the Undying. Picks her up in his mouth while she puts him in the air. Tom Kench is going to take it away. And now we have another member in the... Another one for the slaughter.
Oh, beautiful dismissal from the ultimate there. Oh, Melissa just taking some... The Lux laser comes down and just narrowly misses Melissa Nader there. Or not able to pick up the kill there, so... a very good response there from Diana. I think Diana's been the most on point with the reactions here in this game so far. Whenever there's been kind of a scuffle, Diana's been making progressive moves. Looks like the first play for Dragon is going to be made here, and it's going to be made by bot lane OP, despite the fact that Choklat Thunda dedicated so much of their early vision pressure around the Dragon. So, big investment, and it's actually going to go over here. Bot lane OP picking up the first Dragon at 14 minutes. Just that misfortune skin looked like she went to one too many lap dancing classes, just like her shoulders follow her feet back and stuff as she walks, or as she struts, I should say.
Yeah.
Oh, Vi finally getting vengeance on that people.
She wanted.
Director camera not quite knowing where to focus the action at the moment. The victory on Vi has not really been playing to the strengths of Vi here, just kind of showing up and looking dangerous. That all she's been doing. Oh, flash pulverized, the headbutt.
There we go. In the corner, right here, we've got solid play, been alongside that. Assaulted battery onto the Leona. Beautiful. Now, there's 4 people in the spot lane. They're all covering down the Leona. She's going to go there. Here comes the teleport. Cancelled by Poppy. Lux is in position, but we're not getting anything here. There is a very serious numbers disadvantage.
Now, that was a fantastic flanking maneuver pulled off by a Diana there, coming in from the place where they just cleared out the vision, so good forward work by Vi and just cascading that fight very well.
Ooh, going in again, Alistair knocking everyone in the air. Oh! Final spawn, taking out Alistair, and Vayne has been cracked. They're going for it, they're not going to get it though. She's safely under the tower with just a sliver of health. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Vi coming over. They want this tower. She's got the auto attack resets. They're going to try and go for it. There's a big minion wave here. There's no contest.
If Scrub Phoenix is listening right now, I'd really love for you to show a replay of that Lux laser getting that kill on the stream, because that was just marvelous. It's always great to see Lux getting a kill like that. So, looks like we've got Fade being picked up by Poppy, the Dark Knight 721. We know how nasty Poppy can be with the Trinity Force. But Time Pinch has actually finished his Sunfire Cape and his Boots of Swiftness, so it looks like Time Pinch is going to be looking to create a lot of opportunities very shortly. So, bot lane tower is going to go down. Vayne, not known for her ability to clear waves in a hurry. Alistair's not bad at it, but that's he's been under pressure a lot this game, so that bot tower, probably not a bad thing. It'll give an opportunity for Vayne to kind of get some farm while getting back into this game, because Vayne has been in a bit of a disadvantage, and Vayne has historically been known as one of the best late game champions in terms of damage. Oh, Tails walking into a trap.
Very serious body. Zenith Blade stunned completely up. He's going to airborne everyone. Misfortune still pummeling down on him. Unnecessary bullet time. Look at that. The Clip's gonna be the one to kill Alistair.
They could probably get mid tower off that. They've got the numbers advantage. No one apart from Diana has been in there in time for to react. Some shields going out, some allies
coming through. Only gonna get the slow. Zenith Blade all the way in. Assaulted battery gonna lock up this fortune. Final spot narrowly missing, but Vi will be the one to clean up Lux. Everyone is very low. Here comes Vayne, the final hour, gonna clean up Leona.
Beautiful turnaround here from bot lane OP. Coming in all the right angles, picking up kills left and right. Not only able to successfully defend that tower, but they're going to be able to claim a huge amount of map control from that. This tower is already down. They could just force the remnants of Choklat Thunda back into their base and just gain complete vision control of the surrounding area. Looks like they're actually just going to use the opportunity to kind of just push this wave out and just assert their dominance. Not really getting a lot for that. Looks like they've got one or two wards have gone down. Alistair clearing where there are no wards to be found. So looks like the Dragon's going to be up in about another minute and 45 seconds, or 40 seconds now, if it took me to ramble that out. So you got to think that red team here, bot lane OP, going to be going back and trying to secure that second Dragon.
Looks like we're going to go back to standard lanes right now, though. Tahm Kench has returned to top lane, of course, the most boring lane of League of Legends. And mid lane is going to pick up that blue buff. She wants it. Who doesn't want a blue buff? Steve, do you want a blue buff? I'll give you a blue
I
buff
love a
right
blue
now.
buff. Yeah.
Alistair taking on the role of the roaming cow. Back to the beta days.
I'd finished casting this game 10% before the end of the game because it reduced my cast time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna kill this crab now. 50 seconds until the dragon spawns, so they will have 10 seconds of uptime during the dragon's life with that crab. He's gonna steal the big raptor away, shoot it into the wall.
Such a
Can't get
smart
it,
Alec
though.
move.
Oh, that big long tongue licking misfortune right up a crack. That is dirty.
That's
You should be-
Captain Fortune.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, clearly this is on me.
And the Rift Herald has returned to the void, which means Batum will be spawning in 5 seconds. Poor Rift Herald, man. Never had a chance. They missed a serious opportunity with the Rift Herald, where when Baron spawns, he leaps up and he look at this Baron big dive coming down on top of Sejuani, not standing where you want to be, my friend. And the others don't know what they're doing. Bot lane tower gonna go to Vayne and Alistair.
What was
And,
interesting was that the Choklat Thunda, they pinged Tarn Edge going
Big
easy.
collapse in here though. Alistair all alone, unbreakable, will walking all that damage, but he's completely surrounded. Teleport coming through. More Tom Kench. He thinks he wants to go for it. Diana jumping in. Double dash, getting to a misfortune. Assault and battery knocking everyone around. And everyone's gonna run away now. They're all eaten by the Tom Kench. Another one for the fish market. Goodbye, Leona. But she doesn't want to go down without a fight. See you later.
Bot lane OP showing up in a very big way. Diana, again, another impressive maneuver there. It was interesting. The original ping on Melissa Nader's Tarn Kench. The Choklat Thunda
Stunned into the
realized-
wall.
Yeah, that's not the
Oh, gonna get eaten.
Oh!
Completely knocked out 3 of them though, but Sejuani's still not where you want to be. Hopefully once gets some cooldown soon. It's not gonna be soon enough for that shield. And completely missed that ability. Well, nice bullet time here could make the difference, but
so
bot
much
lane
action
OP
in this game.
Bot
So
lane
much on the line.
OP are out of here, and they're gonna rotate around to the dragon from the looks of things while they have the advantage. Bullet time is still up though, which means you could get some serious damage onto those low health targets, but is risking with that warfare now by diving off the wall. Oh, Leona's going in. There's the bullet time. Tom's gonna get the dragon though. Very well, but Leona's all alone. Poppy's got the teleport coming through. But I don't think she's gonna be there quick enough. She's got home guard though. She's dashed in. Knocked away by Vayne. And Tom Kench eating Alistair for the runaway. Oh, here's Diana.
Oh!
Only a single dash will be the one to clean her up, and they're going in. Poppy, it's your final hour. You died of Vayne.
That was such a fantastic, just the instant damage, just 100 to 0 from Diana coming from the opposite vector of the retreat path that they were taking there, just from out of nowhere, 0 to. And yeah, a very aggressive, like, they saw everyone was so low, they had the home guard boost of movement speed, they had the teleport, they had everything in their favor, but with Diana being 5-1 and 6, finishing finishing her Luna's Echo, that's just dangerous. If they were just a second earlier, if
Diana's
the
out for
time on
blood,
that
though, right
teleport.
here. She's got the move speed, the Eclipse is on the way, dashing in. Oh, locked up by Lux though. That light binding, narrowly gonna get her away. We'll lose the ignite for that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she lived because she hit that shield. If that shield had missed, well, you can't miss yourself, obviously. But if she hadn't got that shield out in time, that would have been just instantly deadlocked. Looks like there's a maneuver to get vision control around the Baron pit at this point. They know that they've got the huge advantage, both in terms of the power spikes of their items and their gold advantage, as well as map control. That top lane tower going to be falling.
Big movement towards the top side of the map here, and Vault Breaker is getting charged up. He's locked down by the light binding. Everyone jumped over the wall. Final Spark is going to completely miss. Assault and battery onto the optimum, but she's all alone. Nothing for you, Miss Vi. You are dead.
Yeah, and that was really just a lack of confidence, I think, coming out from bot lane OP. They really could have just turned that around. Vi was maybe a little bit further forward than the rest of her allies. Maybe that was part of the problem. Or just the spot.
Getting a little bit aggressive here. Everyone's on top of the Diana. Keeping knocked that bullet time. Gonna get interrupted. Arrows are knocking it up into the air. Now this fight is in quite an absolute mess. So people are flashing all over the place. Zane is in a very seriously dangerous position. Not completely zoned out on fight. Now we have the biggest wet noodle battle of all time with these tanks in there. Hellfire, none of those people around. Diana picking up so much kills. And on top, there's a red one. They're out for blood. The tongue lash will miss. Ooh, and final spark.
The Alistair on the tail. I'm gonna hit the replay button and check that out.
Oh. And them getting in there, picking up a lot of poppy. You've been knocked into the air. Ooh, red buff. Gonna be enough to slow it down. And now bot lane OP. 1 for 5. That's an ace. Gonna get this mid lane tower. Probably even more. What a beautiful display. What a beautiful display of League of Legends.
It's very exciting match coming out here, because so many times it looks like Choklat Thunda have had what it takes to just knock down bot lane OP from that advantage. But bot lane OP's just their team fighting mechanics have just been so perfect at countering the counter that Choklat Thunda are falling so far behind. We've got an 8k goal difference at the 25-minute mark.
Yes, of course. The Chocolatas are in the red. They're having some trouble here.
Looks like they're just going to meander a little bit while they figure out what's going on next.
Dragon live in 2 minutes. Question why they're going for the crab now, because it will not have any uptime during the Dragon's live. Oh, everyone's jumping on top of Diana. Completely knocked out by that solar flare. Shutdown goal going through the Chocolata through. And Glacial Prison completely weak. Alistair pushed into the wall. He's not going anywhere. Both Breakers coming through. Misses everyone. They need to back off here. They can't get anything. Vayne was not here. And Choklat Thunda, they're going to get this mid lane tower finally.
Yeah, and
26 minutes into the game.
There was obviously a lack of communication coming out from bot lane OP, as I was saying. Just not really sure what to do for that short period of time. And so everyone was obviously just split up, and Choklat Thunda, unrelentingly, putting pressure on them, catching that Diana.
Tom Kench getting very aggressive and walking to the tower. Ruin, final spawn, bullet time. Look at that big grey shield. It's not going to be enough. Locked up again by the light binding. Too aggressive for Tom Kench. Been picked up again, and now they go for the next tower. Alistair going in, gonna show some battery, headbutts all over the place. They still have the numbers disadvantage, so Fire's gonna go down without a second thought. Leona looking for Diana, didn't get that final stun off though, and now they're gonna back off.
I don't think they should change it. Yeah, this bot lane minion wave is massive. That's probably gonna take the tower by itself, forcing Choklat Thunda to retreat. Someone's gonna have to go deal with that. I wouldn't be surprised if Lux would burn the final spark to get that. That's a lot of farm right there. Looks like they are going to give it to Misfortune though. A lot of money. It's going to allow bot lane OP to recover from the small mistakes that they just made there. Kind of creating a meat grinder situation where going in one at a time and pulling in their own allies is kind of an obligation to fight there. So a couple of problems there, but it looks like they're still 5k ahead. They've still got a huge amount of... Look, this Diana's 10, 2, and 6. As long as Diana keeps playing correctly, she should be able to carry this team.
A lot of movement towards Dragon, a lot of pings coming out here. There is a pink ward in the pit though, so they can see it, and they are completely pincered if they stay in this pit here. They will be a lot of trouble. Dragon has been aggro. Vayne has been knocking the wall, but Tom Kench is running away. Glacial Prison, and Poppy's over the lucky completely blowing this Vayne out of the fight. Not looking good here. Bullet time is finally been top. Diana will knock it out of it though. This is not looking good. They're off in bot lane. They all get cleaned up in a 5-for-0 ace. Chocolate gonna get the dragon.
Absolutely.
And probably more.
Choklat Thunda doing the right thing, sticking together as a group of 5, but bot lane OP sending Diana to the top was a disaster. That made that a 5v4 fight when already the scales are being tipped against you. due to the positioning and the vision control that Choklat Thunder Choklat Thunder OP, Choklat Thunder had there. And again, that mid grinder of them not quite team fighting as well as they did in the early game. It's really starting to cost them. It's cost them 2 towers. This massive minion wave's gonna hit there. Tails is probably gonna die here. His ultimate is not. Oh no, his ultimate is available. So. If it continued to demonstrate what we'd seen, where people were giving their lives freely for the defense of the tower, Tails certainly would have died there. It looks like he was one of the few people on bot lane OP that recognized it at this time. They know, look at the gold. They're basically even at this point as we get close to the 30-minute mark. 2-1 on Dragons. That's not going to be deciding anything. There's a huge sweep there as they go down to defend their blue buff. This Diana just does stupid amounts of damage at this point. But you cannot afford to fight without Diana. She needs to be there. If you're fighting without Diana, bot lane OP, you will lose. As has been the case every time Diana has not been there. Looks like they're huge sweeping maneuver. They see the recalls.
And they're going straight for the Baron, and it's completely no vision around this Baron by the Chocolata friends. And,
I'm actually surprised they didn't start it up sooner. Yeah, now they're starting it up. They will burn. They've got huge amounts of damage. Just look at it.
Miss Fortune getting a little bit curious here. This could be the end of you. The Q lands, which means Double Dash is coming through. Miss Fortune cleaned up in less than a second. Better swing. There you go. Final spark gonna help lose the battle a little bit, and then Solar Flare by will successfully smite it away though. Time catches in the thick of it. Final hour gonna finish off the Poppy, and now Sejuani gonna have to dash over the wall. Lux was for some reason having a tussle with the blue buff, maybe from the final spark aggroing it or something. And there we go. Baron and 3 kills. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's huge. Now they did lose a tower in the bot lane due to the minion wave pressure, but definitely worth it for 3 kills and a Baron. Fantastic. The call for Baron there was obviously a decisive one. Get there, they're in bot lane, they can't possibly contest this Baron in time, and they knew that Diana had the power to kill even the tankiest member of their team.
Teleport available has been sent to the bot lane to clean that up so it doesn't get any more. Of course, big minion waves can take towers by themselves, no problem.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to just completely empty Choklat Thunder's jungle here, taking all of that gold experience and smite bonuses for themselves. Very good map control here. And focusing on the bot is definitely what you want to do, especially after taking that Baron, because there's a lot less that you need to be in top lane for. So we want to see bot lane OP grouping and just applying as much pressure as possible, with maybe the exception of Melissa Nader or Tom Kench. Tom Kench has obviously got the teleport ready, so they need to take the initiative here. They cannot waste this Baron buff. They've made too many mistakes where they've let Choklat Thunder dictate the numbers in team fights, and it is the only reason that they haven't already won this game. So they need to make a concerted effort to play this right for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Choklat Thunder, you let him get the right fights, you let the bullet time go off completely uncontested, you let your carries get locked up by Leona, and you got some serious issues, you know, and then Tom Kench, as abusive and unfair as he is, he can't fight them all alone, so...
He's stuck in the
he's getting very aggressive here, though. He's looking to pick forward beautifully. The owner in the fish market in his belly, gonna spit her out in the middle of the team. Goldberg gonna completely miss everyone. Poppy knocking Tom Kench back into the thick of it. Sejuani's in there, but she's getting very low. Glacier Prison knocks out 4 people full of time. Burning through everyone, but luckily enough, Unbreakable Will Alistar is gonna go under. And final hour for you. Leona's just going down. And Poppy's defending from the Diana assault. And that is going to be an inhibitor for Team OP. And there's only 3 people left on Chocolatas. And I don't know if they're going to be able to defend here. They're going to go for the Nexus Towers. Full time is not available. Poppy is going in for the desperate assault. A lot of damage coming through from Misfortune, but Vi going to go into the belly of the beast. And wow, Diana jumping in. Another big double dash. Going to clean them up. And Barry going to pick up Hunt. He's going down and Poppy's all alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to your champions or whatever. Team bot lane OP.
Bot lane OP. And I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind that Diana got MVP in that game. Just fantastic positioning. it just absolutely put the team on the back. There was so many moments where the bot lane OP was in a position to be completely torn apart, and Diana was able to turn the majority of the fights around in that game. So very good play coming out for both teams, but definitely that Diana, that was a treat. All right, we're gonna get another game going. Just waiting for, I believe, Scrub Phoenix to send out the game invites.
Microphone
That
activated.
was pretty spectacular.
I'm here, guys.
I want to point out Choklat Thunda during that last defense landed a fantastic Sejuani ultimate followed by a Misfortune bullet time channel. It was just perfectly positioned. It got all 5 members of the team. I think Sejuani missed one person, but the bullet time went across the entire team. But they were just that Diane. Much damage coming out of there. Just yeah, it was just not enough. So yeah, a lot of it came down to just some fantastic roams and opportunities created by this Diane.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bot lane OP